Are we live? Is it Friday? Bark like a dog if it's Friday. Good evening and happy Rocky Friday to you. It's my pleasure to see you this evening, and I hope that you're doing well and that you're warm. And welcome in, everybody. We're going to be talking about, strange scenes and weird rocks this evening. I actually was so interested at the top of the chat. I asked, "What is the weirdest rock that you've ever found?" or "What is the strangest rock that you have in your collection and why?" And so, not only would I love to see these things, let me know if we're 5 by 5. Actually, first, making sure that everybody can hear what I'm saying. You never know. You know how it goes. That sometimes Friday gets you, and Wednesday gets you first. So it could be double. Thank you so much, Brenda, for the 5 by 5. We are live. So I did ask at the very beginning, what is your weirdest rock that you found, or perhaps the strangest rock in your collection and why? And so my mom, good to see you, Mom, said that she found a rock about the size of a small loaf of bread. It turned out to be Wyoming jade. It was on a small island on the Snake River. And so I would say that is an excellent rock. Strange, perhaps, but definitely so cool that you found that, Mom. Thank you for sharing. And Tara's Treasures is in the house. Good to see you. And she also shared, trying to think of my weirdest rock. Probably my huge cobble that has the most perfect banding. It looks like Jasper, but the banding looks like growth rings. That is so cool. Also, was asking about whether or not there was jasperized wood. Well, silicified wood is a thing, as we all know, as far as its petrification. And so sometimes it can lean towards agate and other times it can lean towards jasper. So heck yeah. Thank you for sharing your story, Tara. And she did also suggest that we start a thread over on the Discord with weirdo rocks. I love and endorse this idea. In fact, I would love to do a round 2 of this exact pleasure of the eyeballs, because I was looking for some of the weirdo rocks that I know I have in my collection. I had to put a bunch of stuff away not 2 months ago because we rearranged a whole bunch of stuff here in the house, and I was having that moment where I was wondering where that rock is and getting super high centered on which box, where it could have gone. No, no, please don't hide from me. You're one of the most precious. All those kinds of things. This is nightmare fodder, isn't it? They're screaming at you from downstairs. They can't be found, though. We're revisiting that. So welcome in, Matson Productions. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us and being able to make it this evening. And we've got the No Jazz Jerry, Wisconsin rock stalker, here in all Technicolor live longedness. Thank you for coming. We've got the Scott here. Cheers to you and cheers to everybody. Let's get this thing started right and have a big, fat, hairy cheers. If it's hot or cold, I hope it goes down smooth, and I hope you've got a lot of rocks huddled around you, keeping you warm and keeping you entertained. So cheers to you. It's been that kind of week. It's been that kind of week, and I decided, you know what? We really, really need to turn up the volume on something fun. I don't know. Who else has had that kind of week? Brenda, thank you so much for coming. She's saying hi to all the beautiful people. Yeah, I'm back in the chat always. We'll get there. We'll get there. And Jerry, of course, I have a lot of weird things in rock. Ew. All right, that sounds intriguing. Dare we ask more of that? Patricia's Creations is here. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. And the question was your weird rocks, the weirdo rocks. Let's see them over on the Discord. And or what I was kind of thinking is I can put together a part 2 of tonight's little weird strange scenes in the rock expedition, and we can roll around too, and I can share some of your pictures if you'd like, and we'll all get together and weird out again. We'll all trip out on a Friday together. That sounds good to me. We've got Betty, the Rock Betty, here in the house as well. Good to see you. And it looks like, of course, I did say hello earlier to Prairie Girl Rocks, brandishing her beautiful wrench and trying to stay warm. Almost out there in the Great White North, just south of the Great White North. Ma's here as well. Thank you for coming. It looks like we've got greetings and Steinkerns and salutations from Brian. Cheers to you. I hope that you too are staying cozy. As far as this evening goes, I know a lot of people in a lot of different places have a lot of variations in temperature, and it's been cold for sure. Eric the cat is here. Thank you for coming as well. It is yucky outside. I would like to just say and go on record as it's just schwitzing and trying to squall. And I guess I should be excited because this means that we're going to be having some rocks on the beach. So it's a double-edged sword. It's yucky to go outside in, but then again, it's doing a wash job on the beach. So we'll get down there soon. As soon as this stuff kind of clears away. Kid Curry is here with the waves and the boats and the waves and whatnot. We've got Ryan. Happy yippy dog barks. Yeah. Yeah, they're back there. And so too are you. Thank you for barking and coming by. Yeah, and thank you. I've just caught up to everybody, making sure that I knew that we're seeing and we're hearing. This is good. It's technologically been a little challenging lately. So Tara was saying, I didn't know that there was Wyoming jade. Awesome. Yeah, I believe it's the nephrite jade out there. And my mom has been tantalizing me and cajoling me to take a jade trip out there. So that probably is in the cards quite soon. We've got shown before a piece that has a chalk interior with 2 slabs of harder material on top and bottom. Yeah, isn't that weird when the configs are not easily understandable on the wise and the house? Might have to see that again. You always could grace our eyes, you know, especially if we do the weirdo rocks show and tell. Oh my gosh, cat got my tongue. The dogs also got my tongue. Probably need a little bit more of this. Opal Guy is here. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. You're in the news. And Eric the cat is sharing my strangest rock might be my piece with feldspar, smoky quartz, and a really cool vein of blue apatite going through it from South Dakota. That does sound good. I'm not going to argue with you on that one. It sounds like this thread really needs to happen over there on the Discord because we could get some wows. Specimens are always so cool. And so it would be my pleasure if you all would, you know, help our eyes out with some of these things that you're talking about here in the chat. Would love to see them. Oh, and this is also a very, very good idea, Ryan. We need to hold on to that. You know how you always think of a great Halloween outfit like November 2nd? And so let's remember this. Somebody pin it to something and we can make sure that it's next month's showcase theme, or at the very least, we can vote on that. It sounds super good. And Tara is also saying it could just be in Anything Goes channel. That is a very broad topic, but I love that for the topic. Somebody maybe even in the traditional cab contest, how interesting would it be if it was the weirdest traditional cab? Like, that sounds so intriguing to me. Let's go for that. So Dawn, hit the like, slackers. And I appreciate that if you do. Cheers. And Jeanette, thank you for coming. Heidi ho, neighbors to you too. Appreciate that. Did somebody say weirdo rocks? Indeed. And the weirdo rocks could be from so many different angles on weird too. You're actually right to my side here, Squirrel. Part of the weirdo rock lineup has to have something to do with some of the stuff that you find. So that's coming up. And Tara's Treasures is saying that sounds awesome. To Eric, I'm going to North Dakota next summer. Hope to do some rock hunting while there. That sounds good. Eric is oddly enough contemplating doing a video on my strangest rock finds. Yes, let this be infectious. Everyone, get your strange on. It's that time of the year. Moss agates and prairie agates can be really strange, for example. Definitely. I have some really weird moss agates I was having trouble finding. So I need a rebate on this too. So this sounds like a very, very good theme. Madison is saying, I think mine is an Ellensburg blue agate that has botryoidal. That's, you got close there. I'll add it to the Discord later. Please do Ellensburg blues in the first place. Just such elegant and fabulous agates to begin with. And we would love to see the spin on strange with that. That would be beautiful. We have a Mona Lisa in Amara Mamba. That sounds like it needs to be a song lyric. Can we see that, please, Jerry? And then also, can you please make a song to go with it? Maybe a short would be in order as far as that's concerned. Watch that go viral for you. I played hide and seek with a rock for 2 months. Okay, you feel me. Thank you, Julian. Good to see you too. Thank you. You're in the news as well. It's so true. The playing of hide and seek with our rocks, oh, it can be desperately like kind of panic inducing. I got a little high centered on, okay, there were a few different rocks that were completely missing. I know they're here. So maybe in 2 months, maybe for Christmas, I get to find the rocks. You so understand, Betty. I'm sure that we're not even the only two here that completely lose our minds when we lose our rocks. Yeah. I've lost my marbles and my rocks. All the other shapes that they come in. They should have said lost my cabochons when they said, coined the term lost the marbles. Wonder actually where the etymology for that comes from. Doubtful that it's actually etymology rather than the turn of phrase. You catch my drift on that one. And this is why we have news. We have news coming up about this. And it would be nice to have a round 2 on that as well. I finally found my polka dot rock the other day, posted it to my shorts. Excellent. That kind of sounds personal. Shorts channel, on her channel. Who else has rocks in their shorts? I do. I did post a short as well. I hardly ever do, but that that necklace that is also going to make an appearance here in a little bit. Also, sketching up on these chats here, and then we will get on with it. We're going to be going over these weird rocks. Got some of them hanging out right next to me. I've got a box that's been waiting to be gone through some more from Arizona Rockhound Expeditions. We're going to have a fun eyeball full of that. The weird, the strange, the good, the bad. Not so much on the ugly side, we might see. Brenda says, or Betty says, it happens a lot. I should show my rock room. Shame! Raise your hand if you need to clean and organize your rock room. I could probably succumb to some sort of an avalanche at this point in time in there. Not quite like Jahick. Those are future goals. Soul Adventure is here. Mine is the huge red thing I brought back from Haunted Ridge. Nice. Yeah, let's see some more of that huge red thing. I see you occasionally in the Discord, and so we'd love for you to join that that thread. That absolutely needs to happen. What? No, I did not hear that. Did that really happen? The Rogue Brewery closed today and everyone lost their jobs? That's crazy. That's like completely bonkers. Whoa. Like that broadsided me. Like I had to pull off to the side of the road on that one. That's crazy. I'll look into that, Scott. We have a brewery here, and the name of it is Rogue. Some of you might be familiar with Dead Guy Ale. Whoa. All right. Wow. I'm a little oi, you know. My gosh. Okay. Trying to gain a track here. I had a Steinkern in my hand earlier, I think. Cheers. Okay, excellent. I think we better cheers. Cheers to the Rogue. My goodness. Wow. I've had a lot of friends work there. That's really bad news. Mm. We'll have to see what's what. Hopefully that's not a permanent situation. Wow. Whoa. Huh? Say what? Hopefully, hey, it's not April Fool's, is it? Did I you know how we were talking about how we lose track of it being Wednesday to Friday? Did I lose track of a few months here? Jeff is here. Jeff, hey, that was a great video that you launched. It was a good time watching the different specimens that you were able to get, plus some opal madness. Check that out if you haven't already. And Cheryl is worried about getting written up for saying huge red thing to human resources these days. Yeah, maybe that's what happened over there at the Rogue, and it just brought everything to some kind of screeching halt. Oh dear. Phil is here. Thanks for coming. And I know I said hi to Blind Squirrel because you're over there to the left of me in the bright light. And I think I'm getting awfully close to being caught up. And oh yeah, Where? I don't know. Like, should we make a channel? Because we don't have enough channels at our Discord. It's lonely. Maybe a new channel, or at the very least, I would say in show and tell. I don't know. What do you guys think? I have many weird rocks. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Yeah, I've got some of those too that I'm not sharing. lest a HR turns me in as well. Yeah, you know. Scrolling down. Well, I'm a weirdo. And rock, so weirdo rocks makes sense. And I rock. Right. Delivery, please. Line, please. Cut. Let's retake that one. Well, I'm a weirdo and I rock. So weirdo rocks make sense. Okay, just pretend like I got that on the first take. And this is a chipmunk. Someone needs to alert the emoji cops. Were you going for squirrel? Did it not work out as you had planned? Mm-hmm. Tara's saying, with the lousy weather, my phone seems to be struggling with the stream. If I disappear, that's likely why. Please don't go. Please don't go, Tara. We've got some gorgeous and fun rocks right here ahead. So close, so close. Okay. Couple more things and then we've got a bell ringing we need to do. Karen, I thought of you. Did you know William H. Macy is a ukulele player? He opened for Oates, I guess. That's hilarious. No way. That's fantastic. I did not know that. That's going to deserve the bell as well as this. Josh, it's so good to see you. I hope that you are staying warm as well. And thank you so much for the memberships. Let's ring the bell. Thank you so much, Josh. Really, really appreciate that. We actually upgraded, you know how important lights are. I upgraded a light just to test drive it, and I'm going to buy probably at least 2 more for the studio and the live streams. I'm looking at doing a sale soon. Wanted to make sure that the lighting was proper. So, as you know, this is a challenge, looking at some different ways of getting really good lighting on the subjects for your viewing pleasure. So we're testing out a new light tonight, and we'll be adding to the herd of lights going on in here. Oh, there goes the electric bill, but it's worth it. Your eyeballs are worth it. So we'll be working on perfecting the way that we photograph in the live stream the stones. And you know, this is a total challenge, but I've been wanting to unfurl a little bit more with the live streams, doing more on the fly. Here we are at the cabbing machine. Here we are at the saw. Here we are at the faceting machine kind of lives. And one of the big things, an inhibitor, was how you guys would be able to see it. And I've not been happy in the past. And so I've been holding back a bit. And it's not fair to you guys. You're supposed to be coming along for the action. So fixing some of the studio problems on my list so that you guys can join in the cabratory and see what's on the slab in there and all that. So that is a huge upgrade. And it looks like Jeff is going to be doing one as well. So that sounds super good. It'll be fun to find out when everybody is doing these because I've been trying to avoid overlapping with anybody. So we'll figure something out. Yes, more channels. We always need more of everything. And probably no Hall, just the oats. Sounds like an unbalanced breakfast, definitely. And Josh has been a member for 9 months. It seems like longer. So we'll just count it being longer. You have most certainly been birthed. And it looks like the bison is here. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. And we've got 9 months from Lava as well. So they get to be twins. Do you think that they're identical twins? They're rockturnal twins. Oh boy. Les be rocking. I think I just yelled into your ears. Sorry about that. Les be rocking is here this evening. And I think we're getting dangerously close to being able to move on. Yes, yes, they are brothers from another mother. So true. And thank you for that. It just seemed to fit. And it's a sweet little room and it's just getting the finishing touches on it. And I want to, hey guys, come on in to the laboratory. It's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. So we will we'll be keeping you in touch on both that and when we can when we can go ahead and get our sale going. Thank you. Rockturnal twins. I know. That just that was probably my glimmer of brilliance for this month. So I'm glad that you guys were all here for that. Cheers. And there we go. This is a good idea. Start a Chipmunk Rocks channel featuring cool pebbles. I like it. Do it. Do it. Yes, lightning rocks in the laboratory. Indeed. Oh my goodness. Well, enough tarrying. I mean, I don't mean you, Tara. Enough of this tarrying. We are overdue for some news. Breaking news. It's cold. It's cold outside. So, what are you doing in your studio to prevent your rocks from freezing? Well, Ma shared her solution. And I recommend this solution for many of you out there. If you're cold, they're cold. So either bring them inside, especially if they are an anhydro. I recall Kurt's poor anhydros out there in Colorado. Rest in peace. So bring them inside, and or if you are doing some lapidary, be it at the flat lap, on your wheels in your laboratory, get an aquarium heater. Here it is in an almost empty bucket of water, which means get some more water. Make sure that your stones are warm and also not thirsty. So make sure that your laboratory is well heated for both you and your stones. In the news of precious metals, we have a drop in silver. It's actually up from last week, but down from the middle of the week. It got up to, I think it was either 53 or 52 something. It's sitting right now at 52 and 1 cent. Where we get the cent from, I don't know, because we don't do 1 cent anymore, but in the virtual world, which is probably how you're buying your silver. Gold is at 4,071 and 10 cents. We still do have the dime, so whew, just in case you had the rest and just not that 10 cents for the troy ounce. Platinum is at 1532. Palladium is at 1385. So some of you also braved while you were going out and getting those cold stones outside the aurora borealis. That's right. We had opal colors in the sky. Prairie Girl Rocks did treat us to an amazing live stream that went quite long. Go check that out in the replay if you'd like to watch some beautiful aurora borealis unfurl in real time. And then also Arizona Rockhound Expeditions did a video on the aurora as well as that opal guy. So you've got some videos. If you missed it, you can go and check it out. We got to see this picture outside our front door, and it was a very cloudy evening, but the aurora was so strong that it lit up the night clouds. So it was quite the treat. Again, if you missed the aurora borealis, go check out the videos in our community, and there are probably some that I didn't even mention. So if you've got an aurora video, some good pictures, there were some really nice pictures over on the Discord. Go ahead and pop up a link or head on over to the Discord after this live stream and check them out. And keep on sharing. If you've got some pretty ones, we would love to see them. So as far as the studio updates go, in addition to, of course, the Cabertory, we're going to be doing some carving and those kinds of wacky hijinks in here as well. So I am working on a video for how to lube your shaft. Keep it G-rated, everyone. Your Fordham is not happy running dry. That flex shaft needs lubricant. And I can't remember how many miles it's supposed to go before you're supposed to do it, but I'll bet you if you've got one, you are probably overdue. So hygiene being as important as it is, I'm working on a video to show you how to clean that shaft. We're going to lube it up, and we're going to also see how to change the hand pieces if you have not ever done that before. And we'll take a walk around a hand piece that maybe you haven't seen in action before. This sounds very like the comments should be blowing up. So I said hand piece, not position. So we're going to be checking out a new hand piece to this studio, giving it a test drive, working on some new things. That's a video coming soon. And in addition to that, we've been working on things that we already know how to do. You probably saw the short that was devoted to this little pretty mama. We did some pretty serious stippling or texturing. You can see it up towards the bail or the hanger of this jewelry piece, down towards the, well, around the stone and behind the wavy gravy that's there. And then on the other side, there was a much more intricate amount of texturing. I just felt spunky one evening and decided to kind of go all out on the back. And so if you haven't seen it already, go check out that short on YouTube. And meanwhile, this is also sitting over on the website. We also got to some other cuffs this week, this being one of them. I'm still on a massive hydrangea kick. This one actually was made the night of the Aurora Borealis. On Allison's video, I proclaimed that I was lurking. This is what I was working on. I grabbed a few stones that really embodied what the aurora looked like, both to the naked eye and then what my camera was seeing. And this was the birth child of that. So we have a midnight purple labradorite for the main stone, and then an amethyst and a white topaz because I can't help myself. And then the hydrangea blossom around the cuff. Like I said, I'm a bit high centered on that texture. And what's kind of neat about this particular ensemble is, so those of you who have hydrangea blossoms in your garden, you'll notice that towards this time of year, they change into these colors if you're lucky, if the pH of your soil is correct. So this really kind of hit home with me. Felt like I needed to get that bad boy out of my system. So it's Purpura, the Purpura borealis cuff. I couldn't help myself. Also in the news, we have the main theme of this evening being weird rocks. I cut open a piece of Owyhee landscape jasper only to be treated with more of a Mars landscape. So here we're seeing some kind of unearthly sun and maybe asteroid belt with a Martian surface to the planet, not entirely sure, but we have these cabs coming out of that incredible evening of playing with this particular rock. And let's go ahead and get a rebate actually on having a look at some of this. So this cab we're going to actually be able to see this evening in its finished version. But what I thought was interesting is when you turn them, you know, which way would you choose to do a funky, weird, trippy, otherworldly landscape? So often we have the side A and the side B, and then also flip it over. Over on the Discord, actually, we've had Lakers sharing some pictures of some of their slabs, wondering if we should be doing side A and side B. I have such a fun time trying to choose along with you all because it can be so difficult to make that call. And then sometimes when you grind through, especially with landscape Jasper, you end up wishing you had gone with the other side, or you pick up an even better view than you thought was possible. So we're going to be visiting this here next, this crazy Martian theme. And actually, we get to have a special look at that exact rock after it has been cabbed. So, what crazy cabs do you see in that bunch? I guarantee that it's a doozy of a bunch and very unexpected for the Owyhee Picture Jasper. So expect the unexpected. That's the news. And so, what we're going to do is have a look at that very cab underneath the microscope, because as soon as I cut it, I figured that we needed to have a look at that underneath the microscope. I slid it right under there right away. As we're looking at that, I'm going to catch up on some of the comments that I've obviously missed. Are there horses on the moon? Ryan would like to know. And I'm hoping somebody, oh, I'm sorry, on Mars. I'd like to know if they're on the moon as well. But if anybody's been to either place, you can maybe let us know. And so, first of all, I was tripping out on, we'll pan back a little bit on this here. This landscape jasper is typically a sedimentary activity, but some of the stuff that seems to be in this sedimentary stuff, like you see what's more landscapey over here, that like butterscotch ripple, that feels about right. And yet over here we have this crazy squiggy, and I don't know where Lenny is, but this is kind of weird. And so it seemed like a really good weird thing to take a look at. And then we've got a very interesting inclusion situation here in this rock as well. So any guesses on this while I'm looking at the chat? And this is great. Working and lurking. We've got each other's backs. Karen is trying to make me spend all my money. Thank you. You're very sweet. And we got to share the short link. Thank you very much for that. And I appreciate the compliment on the stippling. I'm not going to go up any farther about some of the the Fordham hygiene video that's coming up. And let's see. I don't see the Aurora cuff in the store. Will it be there? It should be. It should be in there. Let me check really quick to make sure that maybe I didn't add it. Let me update myself. Oh my goodness, I haven't added it yet. Oh, all right. I just checked my store, and what we have in store for the store is the Aurora cuff. Will be coming right up after this live stream. Sorry about that. Yes, it will be coming up there. And we've got turkeys on Mars. Amazon women are on Mars. I believe that was that a Hercules or something, or was the Amazon woman on the moon? That is definitely a Mystery Science Theater 3000, though. Is there life on Mars? Well, according to this rock, there seems to be like some little wiggly, squiggly worm guy. And it's a broken spaghetti noodle. Yes, it's spaghetti. Or we got the macaroni on the moon and on the Mars. So what I would like to draw your attention to, and I will zoom in because that's always fun to do. We've got the zoomies in the MicrOzone. You see all the sparkles? That's the light angle is just right to pick up these sparkles. Okay. I usually try not to get the light in on the business. And sorry, I've left up the exposure bar, that green weird rectangle there in the middle, because we've got very light and very dark in the same picture, and my poor camera eyeball would get stymied without it. So we're going to keep it. There's like a broken bone there, like a little skeleton broken bone to the right. But you see all the sparkles? If I stop moving it so that you guys can catch up with your pixels, that is all iron. This whole black area in this particular cabochon is so besparkled with all of these fantastic iron flow speckles there's big ones and there's little ones, and I'm bringing, just the edge of the light reflection along so that you guys can see how riddled with iron this cabochon was, as though it wasn't super cool just looking good like it was. It also has this hiding inside. Let me see if I can share the stage with the two of them. Okay, not really. This is what we're looking at right now. We are cruising around the dark part, and that ripple that we were looking at is that beautiful section down at the bottom. So let's go back to our microscope. Sorry. That was almost a cool little exchange, but not as smooth as we wanted it. At any rate, here we go. We're in the black part, or that asteroid field, and going through all these sprinkles of iron. And then it's very rocky in there too. So interesting how it probably was both sedimentary and then metamorphic here. And I'm trying to get us some field of view so that you can see the sparkles, but then the details in our little gravel field here. And I'm catching up. Tangent alert. Another strange rock came to mind. Crystal replacement, pseudomorph, polymorph. Yes, yes. And so Weirdo Rocks, you guys, I think that needs to be the showcase at the very least next month. Somebody win the contests and do that for me. Or am I going to have to go ahead and do that myself? So I'll take that down. Thank you, Eric the Cat, for that in the hat. Putting that comment in there. I agree. So we're just cruising up the landscape, the Martianscape here, having another look at that squiggle. There's a little bit more up here. What's interesting is the saturation of iron, really turned that whole area that we were looking at before black. And you can see now those black sprinkles in there are, those little dots. Those are some of the iron that aren't picking up any light at the moment hanging out. So they're just tiny little guys. And this whole thing is just riddled with them. And then it kind of like cruises to a lighter treatment up here towards the top of the rock. There's your little bits of iron. And then we've got stuff that looks like platelets of blood or something. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would think that this was like chert that had organic stuff in it. So does anybody know if that's possible? This is Owyhee material. And you can see like that almost looks like we've got friends in there of different varieties. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but after kind of spending some time looking at this, who wants to get closer? So some of these guys are actually picking up light, and so they're bouncing it back, and it kind of looks a little greenish. But there you have it. Is it organic or is it Memorex? I need to know. And Tara's Treasures is talking about posting the epimorph, and that there is a post probably on her channel, her YouTube channel as well. So definitely go check that out in Tara's Treasures channel. That would be very cool. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Indeed. The Hawaii apparently as well. And Tara's Treasures is saying it looks like an amoeba. Definitely. We are scientists in our lab looking through our microscopes. If you caught what that's from, I will give you a salute and dance around in my Doc Martens a little at you. So, anyways, there is this super interesting cab. Let's zoom out and we'll see some of the yucky putty, but we get to see that whole beautiful guy. See what the exposure bar helps us do. The colors. When you see with your naked eye black or gray, so many times, there's just a way more color to it. What we learned in art is that you almost never use just black to make black or white to make white or gray to make gray. It's made up of a bunch of different colors. And if you're really good, then you let the eye mix it. You don't mix that color on your palette. You put the paint on the canvas. And this is what nature has done. Usually it's bad juju to leave the big whole light unit in the shot, but I'm treating us to that because that is our iron content right there. There so many beautiful little spreckles through this piece. It's just such a treat. And look at how organic like that thing right there to the right of the light circle is. What's going on? I mean, are we seeing something like that has little organisms in it? I would love to know. All right. Brenda. Nice. She's seeing brains, and there's a dude waving there. I'm glad that you guys are all coming along on the trip. Thank you. And Lurker Troy is here. Great. Thank you for dropping by. And I hope that you enjoy the content here tonight as well. We've got weird rocks, and we just started off with a very close-up and personal view of weird. And so we're gonna keep on going. Thanks so much for that. Let's bring that down. Where am I? Where am I? I got too involved with that particular trip. Cheers to you, everybody. Stay hydrated. We're gonna go into looking at some chunks now of rocks. Come on. All right. So let's get our camera up on stage. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, we'll let the pixels settle. Now, if you were walking along in the Owyhee and you were on a mission, would you know what you were looking for? It's hard. We found out really quick that it is not easy to realize where the good material is. It likes to hide. This is what you see both in the seams and in the dirt. So this material really begs to be cut in order for you to know what you're looking at. And so we're going to continue on with looking at the weird landscapes in our landscape Jaspers and kind of training our eyes a little bit. But do I ever know what I'm looking for? Yeah, it's actually one of those kind of paradoxes, like the Mino paradox. If you don't know what you're looking for, how do you know if you found it? And Tara's treasures. Karen, I love seeing the rocks up close. Someday I hope to have a scope, excuse me, a scope to spoke about. Oy. But in the meantime, I get my macro fix here. Excellent. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy it, Tara, and all of you. And so if you see something that's been polished and you want me to slide it underneath the microscope, the thing is all warmed up and running. It's just idling. So if we need to take it for another spin, let me know. And so again, how would you know what is hiding inside the picture Jaspers? It's hard. This is some really hard material to search for. And so we'll go ahead and continue delving into that, but I've got a few other weirdo rocks to trip out on first. If you saw this, what would you think it was? And if you are seeing this, do you know what it is? Here's one of my weirdo rocks. If you had this weirdo rock, would you have already cut it? These are all questions that I pose to you right now. Let me know in the chat. And this is interesting. I read up on about epimorph, and it describes one that I think I have. Very cool. We learn so much from each other in this community. It's so cool to share and get your eyes on so many different kinds of materials so that you either know what you're looking for or somebody can help you to kind of understand what you have. All right, we've got amoeba. We have, I don't know. And Julie says, I would pick it up and take it home and cut it. Yes, indeed, right? We have Blind Squirrel Rock saying, potato left in the oven for 6 hours. Yeah. I think we tried to apply the cheese to the outside too. We just didn't wait until, it was baked to cut it open, add the chives and the cheese. I think we just prematurely let the whole thing just go. Oh, we got cut. This is one of the things I would love to treat with you in the cabratory. That's where the 10-inch saw anyway is living right now. 20 inches down in the garage where it belongs. But I would love to do this one with you guys. And so hopefully I can get set up in there and comfy enough so that we can cut this bad boy open, because I have been meaning to. And I figured it would be the most fun to do with y'all. I have a cruddy saw blade right now, and that is why you see some pretty nasty cuts on the slablets right now. But I mean, it's not, is there like filament type stuff in there? If there is, I'm just gonna lose it. If that might just be for the outside, but if that's really in there, you guys, let's get this wet. Uh-oh. Already like trapped in one stone. We've got many stones to go. But I don't think that you guys are going to complain. Let's see. Was that outside stuff or is it filamenty inside? It's looking pretty clear there. This isn't going to suck. I think we need to cut that open. That might have been just a trick of the lighting and stuff. That looks like it's not going to suck though. Like some pinks and some like maybe like some blue or green. Hi, Kirk. It's good to see you. Nope, it's inside. And it is waiting in queue. We still haven't loaded the 20-inch with oil. It's been quite some period of time now. I definitely would love to get that cut. And Yeah, it's been a trial to get that roped in. We've had a challenging, gosh, it's probably been a year now, and it's been a challenge with that saw and getting getting that prioritized. So hopefully we're like maybe by Christmas. That would be great since we're stuck indoors, and it would be a really good time to be working some stones on that 20-inch. I can do the smalls on the 10-inch right now. I don't know, I see a little bit of action inside there, so could be, could be, but there's a group of some neat colors in there too. So that one will cut for show, and it's not gonna suck. Right? And Parmesan earwax. Good. I like it. I'm gonna do a little sweep here. Keep our area somewhat tidy. So another one that you guys, of course, are completely used to as far as weird rocks go are the thunder eggs. They are always so weirdo-rific on the outside, and you can almost never tell what's going on the inside from the outside. Let me know with this lighting if I need to slow down or if you're not seeing it very well. I can try to, change some of the things in real time with y'all. And oh dear. Um, and so here I was steaming it up with my hand. You can see the water now on there. But this is a Richardson's Rock Ranch blue bed um egg that we mined. And I love how trippy the whole waterline landscape is in here. And it almost reminds me of like, okay, everybody, again, let's do a group trip out. Imagine you're up somewhere super tall and you're looking out at, say, the ocean, and you're seeing big breakers out way far out, and that's at the top of the scene. And then you're seeing like all of the ripples of the sets that are coming in towards the cliff that you're standing on. That's what that looks like to me. And yet, of course, you could, your results may vary. See store for details on what scene you might be seeing. But let's see how close do we dare get. It is so spectacularly interesting in there, and some really nice colors. And so this is one of my favorite of all of the thunder eggs that we have found. And just gonna put that over to the side. And the eggs are always really fun. I know. Where's Rick? He needs to get on this bandwagon. Here is a cabochon that I actually uh, was able to cut from the material as well. This one's from a Pride Day one. And I don't know why more people don't cut the cabs from the thunder eggs. I absolutely love the material, and I think it's so magical. I'm going to do a little, she said, yeah, a little backlighting. The crazy kind of coral reef or whatever is going on there. I love that so much. And then all of the different minerals that came into play when, sorry, hand drift, when we were doing all of those bands, all that water line, so many different moods that nature and the earth was having, that it turned out like that. And so that one's actually been waiting to tell me exactly what needs to be made with it. I love this cab so much. But, you know, googlies in your rock, that makes it weird, folks. And we have another rock that looks just like a rock or a potato. Another potato for the oven. And let's see. We've got faces in motion. We've got um a hide that has a picture drawn on it. Yeah, right, Kid Curry. We're talking about the thunder egg. I scrubbed back a little bit, and Tara and I are having the same trip. Thanks for coming. And Eric the cat definitely looks like that to me too. But then there's a big eye looking right back at me. Oh wow, was that really in there, or was there a big eye looking at you? And and Josh, this was back when you could go mine it. So Steve and I have been back there on Richardson's a few times over to go get them and cut them eggies. Right, right. Why do people not cut more cabs out of those eggies? They're so pretty. I mean, I love them as, you know, bookends or as specimens and that sort of thing. But then, my goodness, you know, they're so incredible when worn. Some of my favorite pieces have been the cabbies from the eggies. You know, eggs don't make birds, eggs make cabs. Okay, so many of you with trained eyes know what we're looking at by now, but these have to be among my very favorite weird rocks. And Blind Squirrel Rocks does such a cool job of making sure that the community gets some of these. And during my live stream, when we do the sale, I'll definitely be giving away slabbies and cabs of this, both not polished and then also polished. I had to include this particular one in because it's got these so pleasurable druzy bots. It's got a bot hole, you guys. And it's a good bot hole with the little drusies in them. And so this is just, of course, you know, I could have just brought a whole handful of these rocks to look at when we're talking about weird rocks, because they are, you know, all fossils basically make really good weird rocks, right? And Tara's Treasures also agrees on hand drift. The cabs from the eggs for sure. Totally agree. We've got. I think you meant tapeworms with that cab. I'm thinking, and slab them thunder eggs for sure. Well, good. I'm glad that everybody's on the same page as far as that's concerned. I've like actually had some eyeballs been raised, or eyebrows, you know, like, huh, why didn't you just leave it as a half and it's a specimen? So I think that different people definitely feel different ways about that. Eric the cat says, I once pulled out a rock that it looked so exactly like a potato from my potato garden. It cracked me up for hours. That's awesome. You got the petrified potato. I'm sure that it happens, right? So heavily silicified potato. Oh, Tara was there. Okay, great minds. Eggs don't lie. Right. And Wisconsin rock stalker was tater hounding today. Did you find some good ones? And we've got the Favicites, I believe so. And okay, that's where that is. Were you looking for this? Were you searching for days or months? Oh, in 2016, I got to get to do one dig, and after that, no more allowed. Yes, we slid into the Pride A bed. That was my last dig, and I've been to the blue bed a few times. And I just lament not going to more. I can't believe, you never know when it's going to be your last time, right? For anything. And so, yeah. All right. So that turns into something like this. And so they always are so pleasurable to see, also polished. And actually, I was looking for a cab that was really fancy, and then I realized that I gave it to Brian and Julie, and so maybe they'll do a microscope job on that one because it's like so cool. It's got like blues and all these different things going on. But if you look at those, check out those chambers over there to the right hand side. I mean, it reminds me of artwork that they would have come up with in like the 60s. I think that that's so cool, the way that the different chambers mineralize differently. And so I think that's as close as we can get here for this guy. But yeah, that's what that looks like shined up. So weird rocks doing that. And also one more weird rock from the squirrel. We've got this guy here, and I love these so much also, the horn corals. And so I left this one like that on this side. So that is rough. So that was the end, the way that it looked. And he found it in more of a pebble because I just polished this side. I just ground it a little bit and gave it a polish. And so this was kind of how, like, it was already sort of like a pocket stone. So this guy will definitely be one of the things that I do as a giveaway on my next live sale. I mean, it looks like a butterfly wing. It looks like really intense, Gothic architecture. It looks like so many different things in the microcosm to the macrocosm. I adore this stuff so much. It's weird. Every single piece is different. It's always got like unexpected little details. So that had to join my weird rock competition going on. I've got one from Josh. Josh did share this one with me. And this is some of the coral from Florida. And it's just such cool stuff. I had to, as I was just plucking things off, I'm like, okay, fossils. There's a bunch of fossils that would definitely want to join this lineup. And I couldn't leave this one behind. And I'm also, as I'm holding this and hoping not to drift, I'm looking at the chat and making sure that we're caught up in some way. Oh, Muzz talking about flat polishing. I'm so sorry. Yes, there's such harshness there. We've got, I want to look at, looks like salt. Yeah. Are you depleted in your minerals, sir? Oh, and thank you. Yeah, it's so much fun to leave something being organic in one way and then also presenting it so that you can see it in a way that you couldn't see if it was left rough. And so I love the half polished, half natural kind of approach for sure. And let me get this. I would like to collect this too, Tara. Let me get this wet because there's a little bit more going on, and I wanted to show off that that druzy first. But when I have a chance, I'll probably get around to doing a polish on this guy because it's got some neat kind of fortification-y stuff going on there. And so it just really begs to have that detail brought out. Like, I love what color those turned out being. And so I think that I need to play with this some more. And I just like, again, this would be one of those deals where, like, hello, you see the eyes and the nose. Hello. Weird rock. And this is what you're looking at as far as what the weird rock looks like. Who'd have known that it was this fancy on the inside? What a cool discovery. And thank you, Mr. Josh, for sharing some of this with me. It was back when he was doing those cuts with his friend and doing those cool sales. I miss those. I hope you have a chance to do some more of that, Josh, because it was really fun being able to get some of this from you. And so, coral. And we're not quite departed yet from the sea stuff, but somebody shared this with me, which is another odd rock that is a fossil. And this would be a Theo thing. We're so absolutely stunned and amazed and shocked by echinoids. And this is one I believe that he found and then he prepped it out. And I just couldn't believe that I got to hold one of these in my hand. So cool. This is a rock and it's a fossil, but wow. So I definitely had to share that for weird rocks. That definitely had to come along. And Ma is saying, I love polishing that Florida coral. It's amazing. I polished one piece and I actually made it a gift to my dad along with a sagenitic beach blue agate. And so, yeah, that stuff is really special. So coming along with the bots and the druzy, I thought we would look here at some bots and druzy. This piece is, I believe, from Haunted Ridge, and it's got all of that going on that you expect to have happen there. But I absolutely adore bots and I adore druzy. And you know, anymore it might be kind of normal for us to see stuff like this, but if you can imagine not being, a rock aficionado or into rocks and minerals and you saw this on somebody's shelf, you'd be like, what in the world is growing on your shelf? That is so weird and sparkly and magnificent and potentially creepy. So this one had to come down too. Let's see. I misread the title of this video way back. I thought it said weird senses in the rocks. Yeah, right. And thought it would be about weird smells when grinding rocks. Oh my gosh, boy, isn't that the truth? There's definitely plenty of that. And so, the smelly shelly, and boy, if you've ever done stabilized rocks, like I broke open a a piece of turquoise that I had been waiting on for probably about 30 years. And I decided I'd finally polish this stabilized turquoise, and it reeked. I'm wondering like how toxic it was. And so we found this, and when I say we, I'm pretty sure that Steve found this among some limb cast material that we have here in Oregon. And this looks like very, like, not quite found its way limb cast. It looks like a lot of silicates that found its way into some sort of weird bug. But at any rate, it's probably limb cast. And what makes this guy one of my favorite weirdos is this. Look at those finger bats. Like, it's like they're reaching up like, help. They're so big. Like, that is so strange and, again, like, creepily organic. Like, it's almost the fingers that go along with Julie's thumb, right? Oh, and thank you guys about the pretty druzy. And it looks like Allison with one L is here. Good to see you. We've got udders. I guess I should turn it over for that then, or maybe they'll leak though. So there we go. We've got the udders. Phew, that is quite the bot hole. That is a Mongo bot hole. I would say. Oh my gosh. Droolsy. I love it. Right? That totally works. That needs to be added to the lexicon for sure. It's very droolsy. I love it. That's hilarious. Um and let's see, we've got stalagites, maybe stalactites or stalagmites, depending on which way that we're turned. Indeed. So interesting. And so that was really a cool find, because already it's just a big honking piece by the standards of what you can find out there. And then to have that be just a great big cavern, like this guy totally, like, reminds me of, like, say ah. What is that, your epiglottis? We've got like a triple epiglottis going on. All right, and so that limcast, everyone, limcast. And so back to what we could possibly be looking at when we're cruising around and you are wondering what in the world might be in the rock. And we've got strange scenes from inside the rocks. And that was, I believe, weird scenes inside the rocks was the video title. And so, yeah, that's what we're looking for. But here's the next question. When you've got your picture Jasper, how do you decide which way to cut it? This is one of those things where you might want to take some test cuts first to see which way the wind might be blowing for the good scenes. And then other times maybe you don't have a choice and you got to cut a certain way, and you get what you get and you don't throw a fit type thing. But this is an example of one of the landscape Jaspers that you would either mine for out of the seam. They get these kind of rindy seams going where probably breccia sometimes happens, but then sometimes it doesn't heal and they stay separated. So this might have been part of a big huge whack of it, and this piece just kind of fell off. And so we've got some examples, and I am working on the video as I turn away from the microphone. I'm working on the video for our mining trip out for the Jaspers. But I've got a little sushi tray of some of the different kinds, and some of it being half cut when my saw decides to throw a fit. And so I'm gonna try not to dump some of that other stuff off of the table. So catching up here really quick, let me get that. I have a bad habit of leaving comments. Sometimes you can scream at me, take the comment down so we can see all the rocks. So see, just catching up. Get an eye full of these beautiful rocks while I'm reading and making sure that I haven't missed anything. So you're seeing some that are already polished and some that are slablets waiting to be polished. I have a lot of slablet material, as our friend pointed out earlier. My 20 inch isn't running right now, and I do need to get oil inside it so that I can do some of the bigger rocks, because with landscape Jasper, you definitely want to get, bigger cuts so that you can select scenes and that sort of thing, or, have some nice specimens. And so you probably recognize some of the material that's here right now. And Mom's enjoying the sky views. Excellent. And Tara would love to find that bad boy. It was, oh man, did we work hard to get out to where you could. That was not an easy trip. And there were many sketchy moments. And so I'm gonna thrill you all with both the trip and the material as it gets refined into becoming jewelry pieces and things. Julie has the only piece of jewelry made by the picture Jasper that we found so far. That's the onlyest thing that I've made at all yet from it. I'm just starting to create the cabochons, and so that's kind of cool. I need to pull out the tub. They are currently in, so they aren't forgotten before the next time I look through everything. I'm wondering what that is. Hopefully some cool Jaspers and that sort of thing. And yeah, Judy's my mom. She's the one responsible for all of this madness, ultimately. She's a rock hound and a jewelry maker and artist extraordinaire. And so I blame her for a lot of this affliction. And rock charcuterie, definitely we have a beautiful array. I am getting hungry. And the teal is so beautiful. I'll get up to that one here in a moment. But yeah, that's basically the Owyhee blue is that color. That's what we're going for. Oh yes, charcabery from the cabratory. Oh, this is the hors d'oeuvres we serve there. I love that. That's so great. Okay, so let's have a look. We'll do like a little tour of this stuff. I just lost one of them off the edge, which is kind of a bummer. I'm wondering if I have to get it. I probably don't. It's probably one of the better teal ones though. And so maybe I will when it comes time for that. I should have had them back there the whole time. And so revisiting what we were just looking at earlier, we've got these guys that I just cabbed, and I literally just cabbed them last night. And so we saw the video of what this one originally looked like as a slabby, and I think it looks like a strange, like, dune surfing on Mars kind of landscape. I love it. And this is actually the other side. And so, you had the twin sides, and you can see how there's an angle there, and then there was some like little chunkers that needed to be trimmed before I could make a cab shape out of the other one. And this stuff can have some pretty nasty um, little fissures of not as uh, hard a jasper rock, so kind of cruddy, rotten stuff in little fissures sometimes. And so you have to cut those out before you can proceed. And so this one's gonna be a really cool scene, I think. Got some trees there and got like this wild sky going on. We'll see how much of that I can save and salvage for that scene. Other side looks like this though, which reminds me of some kind of like a Van Gogh painting. And this is that iron rich stuff. And so, okay, better one, better two. Which way would you do it? And then you flip it over and you've got like a completely different scene. And so it's wild to get into this stuff and then, have to make all these executive decisions on which way they go. But I love Mutt and I were talking about how it's neat how the foreshortening of the scene, like you've got like close up rocks, and then they diminish out, um like boulders to gravel. I don't know, stuff is so cool, and this was very, very unexpected. I did not expect to see this in my picture Jasper. So this is actually, I think, the other side to this guy, which was just underneath the microscope, thinking and moving and talking and doing all these things at the same time. Not easy. So Martian landscape and other side of the Martian landscape. What would you do? So hard to make the decisions on these. And you can see that that's a big angle. So, that has to go away. That might be an angle, so at least that's a shape that one could work with. And being able to do free form, but then that all that has to go away because there's an angle there, and then you have to decide what would you want. Looks like Jupiter's hanging out there in the top too, or sun. But very difficult to make the executive decisions on these. And oh dear, my lap just flung my cab, bounced off a wall, and deposited it in my wastewater bucket. 3-pointer. Oh my goodness. It's clean now, at the very least. I've actually gotten a few things in the bucket before too. I bet you a few others in the chat have done that as well. Nothing but net. Stay hydrated, everybody. Got some dry scenes here, like some desert scenes. You gotta wet your whistle. And yeah, Jerry's been there before. Yeah. a few of us, I believe, have definitely been doing some same basketball with the cabs. Cabs get ball. That didn't work. And Ryan comes in with the genius maneuver, can make some littles, some of the small parts too. Yeah, I love doing that. Throw those bad boys on dops and they become cool accent stones or some really nice pieces for earrings, that sort of thing. And hey, cheers and Steinkerns to you, James. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. I know why you have blankets on your walls, but that actually makes me want to put blankets on my walls too. Then we don't hurt our calves. It's like being in a padded room. You don't have to be crazy to need a padded room. That's why we collect an overabundance of materials to cut them every way from Sunday. Yes. Yes. Some might call it hoarding, but we're just calling it thorough, in my opinion. Right. Or they're good for the tumbler, which, I'm feeling remiss right now. I have now the opportunity, and believe me when I say that things have been stoved up in this house, as far as saw progressions go and things like that, there have been some like big things to deal with. And we just had to put a bunch of stuff just on the back burner, and it's been a while. My tumblers are one of those things. You guys go like, well, but Karen doesn't tumble. Well, yeah, I don't. I haven't tumbled yet. I have 2 tumblers now. They're both ready to go. And I have grit and everything, but I couldn't run them because of things. And now I can. So we're going to do that with some of these little bits and pieces. I'm so excited. I am so excited. So just be forewarned now. I'm going to probably end up hanging out on the Tumblr channel over on the Discord a whole heck of a lot, and et cetera and so forth. But yeah, tumbling. Yay. Yay for no more things. Right. Deep cleansing breath. Remember the sympathetic breaths from last week? Yes, let's all take a few of those right now because it's been one amazing ride. Cheers to everyone. If you know, you know. And if you don't know what's going on with somebody and you think that they're acting weird or slow or whatever, sometimes you just need to be sympathetic or empathetic, compassionate. Sometimes you just don't know what all is going on for folks. So Ryan is saying I show some of the offcuts included in the Tumblr portion of my premiere tomorrow night. Oh, right. Ryan's got a premiere. Another cool video. Definitely go check that out. Thank you for mentioning that. Let's carry on, shall we? So here's a little bit more. Now that I've moved that other stuff and knocked one or more off of the table, here's a little bit more of what you would imagine the quintessential landscape Jasper to be like. This is not the Owyhee blue, though it is from Hawaii and from where you can get the blue. This was another little chunklet. You can see I guess I trimmed that one a little bit, but that's the raw edge, and that one just took a trim, I think, or maybe that's the way that it broke. But yeah, it was just like a candy bar, and I just cut down it so that I can make some little ring stones and pendant stones, that sort of thing. So these will be getting cabbed up real soon. Once again, which side would you do? We have a cool dune scene on this side with maybe a volcano that's going off. Love how that diminishes into the white, kind of sky. So we're at the Sahara on that side. And then I actually really like all this detail right there. And that could go either way. We could be, big in the foreground and then it like diminishes to the small detail over there in the background. But, I do have some different ones to select. And this one's probably going to get done tonight, actually. I love this. Look at it. It's got like a little butte, kind of like the Three Corners area. I'm trying to think of the name and it's I'm spacing it right now. But where there's all those cool buttes, that one's got like some little inclusions there. And so that'll be the back. But I'm hoping that my little beauty butte and it'll be like a teardrop. And this is a good time to mention our cab contest over on the Discord is the traditional one has the mandatory cab that is a teardrop, and then where they should be celebrating fall. And so you got your fall colors and that sort of thing. This ring light is doing quite the job on showing off the, like kind of impeding like a full view on these cabs. I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with that. Probably gonna have to use a more of a diffuser for the light itself. But at the very least we can see well. But this guy got like a cool little butte on there too, and so there is that. Or like a sand dune with some of that vegetation, those beach dunes that have like the cool sand grasses on the top. So that's kind of what that looks like. Lisa's here. Good to see you, Lisa. I'm so happy that you're here. I owe you a message. I've been thinking about you tons. But boy, we've been, I mean, when you say that there's crazy things going on, then all of a sudden things get crazier. And so I'll catch you up on everything. And this is not Bruno Jasper. This is the Jasper from the Owyhee. And it actually came from a claim that we had the allowance to go to. And we've got clarification right there. And yes, definitely close. You gotta love all of the darn cool picture Jasper that Oregon can serve up. Like it's basically, the like a mecca for really, really good picture Jasper, because we got the bigs and they shoots and blue, and it basically rocks the Jasper house. This one did not turn out to be picture-y. So not all picture Jasper turns out to make a good picture. And I just dumped it on the floor. So I guess you're out of there. You got voted right off of the island. Another one that I cut, and you're strange. You're strange. This looked like it was going to be hot, hot, hot. I thought, we are into some seriously good picture Jasper here. This is going to be so good. And this is what I got on the inside. It was this like a pretty cool snowy scene. And so I did do a cab, and I'll probably do some more just selectively from that lump. But there's your scene from that. And so there's like kind of like a cool like hoodoo-y desert scene at the bottom, and then this wild sky that is this sort of like celadon clay green. I like it, but it's not expected. And so this stuff is like constantly sort of surprising me and challenging me. Those of you who have worked with it before, the picture Jasper at the very least, then probably commiserate. But I mean, like it takes like just a gorgeous polish. I mean, you can see the light just dancing around on that. here's some more of the rough from that, and so it'll be fun, and I'm sure it's gonna reveal some interesting scenes, but, it's just not expected. Look at that, like, Dr. Seuss scene there with the hoodoos and whatnot. And so, this stuff will be included on the video that I'm making, and yet you guys are really getting the preview in real time. This is kind of fun. Oh, you got a glacier front. That's actually really good. I like that. Pizza slice. And I'm so happy that Lisa is feeling better too. I owe you like a letter, Lisa. I've been missing you actually, and I think of you a lot. And so, and I've got perpetual boxes for everyone. Like just everything has kind of come to a screeching halt for a while in the household, and things are like right about to catch the cog and get going again. And so, so happy for that. So happy for that. All right. I was talking to Ma about some weird, sort of more black and white stuff. And I was like, for driving as far as we did and working as hard as we did, and you're trying to go for the blue picture Jasper to like come up with black and white, it's like not fair. But she was saying that sounds cool anyway. And it is actually. It's got some interesting character, and some of them have landscaped out. You can see the struggle bus that I was having with my saw on this one. But look at that. Like that is actually kind of cool. Like I was mad at it at first because I thought, man, I'm gonna cut into every single rock and it's gonna have a bunch of blue in it, every single one. Well, that's just not the way that it goes. No matter how hard you tried for it. And so I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna train my eye to be better at looking for this stuff. And then the next time we go out there, I'm gonna hopefully kick butt. But I'm slowly but surely thinking that I really like this. I'll probably cab this one up tonight too, and see what happens. But it's kind of fancy in its own monochrome way, and it's got like a cool butte right there. And the coloring is kind of neat the way that it does some transitioning. And as you cut through the stone, of course, you never know what you're going to get. Like that side is pretty neat too. Once again, we have better one, better two, better one, better two. Tough choice. Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting there doing that. Like Jerry was saying, then that's how come you cut lots, and so that uh you can have a few shots at things. Like that's the side because that's the butt. But dang, that's cool. Not sure what scene that is, but it's strangely cool and weird. That might be an asymmetrical, be what it ever it is kind of thing, kind of like how this guy turned out. Just turned out to be like a fun abstract painting by nature. And so catching up some more, like I said, struggle busing with the saw a bit. And so taking breaks, and that one got like to take a break right in the middle of a cut. Kudos for your hoodoos. Lovely. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to say. There was so much variety. I just darn near lost it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that from one claim, from one area, there would be this much. And if you're going for one thing, I hope you find it. If you're just trying for that blue, the quintessential blue Jasper, with the landscapes in it, I guess when you hit those veins, you just keep on following those veins. But that ain't easy. I'm just gonna say there's way more cheesy than easy on this one, for sure. And yes, we are all happy that you're home again, Lisa, and definite hoping for your speedy recovery. um Sounds like my dad. He was an eye doctor. That's hilarious. Yes, that's what I was doing. I like, um, have been to the optometrist a few times lately too, and I always get anxiety when better one, better two. I don't know. And this is gonna like seal your fate as far as how your glasses are gonna help you see. And so I don't know. I'm trying really hard to see. I don't know. And do you really? Well, brain, yeah, yeah, I definitely have a few of these. And so it's going to be fun to see, though, what is still waiting for us in there because we've got this beautiful scene on the one side and this beautiful scene on the other side. And so, like, this is like painted by Michael Parks or something. You expect like some ballet dancing, bubble blowing lady that is leaning to kiss a lion in this scene or something. But yeah, I really like that scene right there. It almost looks um, like an here, let me take this down. I'm so bad at this sometimes. I'm picturing like an Anasazi homestead in the mesas in the winter. And so I don't know if you guys see that too, but yeah, like that's a pretty cool scene. So I'll try not to struggle bus too much on that with the cut. Ah, she said. I do have one that's finished of that guy. Yeah, sleety snow scene, exactly. Um, Let me find the one. Oh, is that the one that I ditched over the side? Oh, ow. Well, this is one of them, and then I probably will have to go get the other one. That's on the other side of the table. So this is one of the ones that came from that. And this was like kind of a like an alien spaceship ship scene, but yeah, this guy came from that, like a slice that came off of that piece. And so I will do, oh, let's do that. And that. And I'll be right back. Oh wow, they fell so far. I can't get to them right now. I'd have to be doing some serious like yoga to try to get around all of the stuff that's kind of in the way. And so I will post it in our weird rocks. Um, that weird scene from a weird rock. And so again, as you're going through the material, you're seeing this and then you're hoping, if that's showing that it's going to do some things. So far I've got that going, and that cab is right, the slab is right here. The cab will probably happen tonight. And we'll get that started because it would just be a pretty color for a free form because it's into the teals now. We've got light blues through teals and et cetera and so on and so forth. So there's that. With the gold, I think that's really pretty. And this guy, so yeah, light blues, and then it kind of, takes a left turn in Albuquerque and wants to get into a little bit deeper color. And so you've got that. That's actually a different stone. And we've got like the land doesn't want to escape. It's kind of just this wonderful gold blotchiness all over the place. We'll see if we get some landscapes out of this one, but it's got some really nice color. And so, it might just be blue Jasper, not so much the picture part of the blue, but that again is the way that the luck runs as far as this material goes. Sometimes you get one and not the other, the color without the landscape without the color. And so, oh, right. I love the name of your cat, Eric. Rigel is such a great cat name. I'm hoping that's inspired by Star Trek. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. That's incredible that you thought that, because I was thinking that myself. If you're talking about that color and that like design, it totally feels like some kind of Greek painting or Michelangelo. I'm thinking of like the fingers touching. But yeah, like that the pigmenting and the color, well, that's redundant, but that's what that feels like to me too. That's interesting that you've got that vibe as well. And it is wonderful material. Really, really enjoying it. There's just a lot of processing that goes on before you even know what you got. And so here we go. This is a little bit more of what this is struggled on so hard. It's a little embarrassing, but this is kind of what your pay dirt is all about. And so here's some nicer Jasper from the Owyhee. That is the blue Jasper. I can get it wet. And we've really only scratched the surface. I've been working the smaller rocks that I have, and getting to what it is that I want to do with it. And so really I'm at the very beginning of the adventure, even though we've already gone on the mining adventure. And so it's kind of exciting to think about having fun with these during our winter studio season, and of course, sharing how these come along with you. And so I'll do the part one of our Owyhee Jasper trip with you, adventure. Oh, such an adventure. And then we'll get to do some of the fun of the processing together. And so this is what we were looking for. By the way, this is 100% pay dirt for that location. And I really, really hope that we have more of this, even though I'm really having a lot of fun with the variety. That's what you're looking for. And so actually this was the first of the Owyhee blue that I cut. And I love that dove. It's almost less landscape and more just like this wonderful dove flying through, like a landscape dove that's flying through the sky. And I'm likely to keep this one. It's most likely just going to end up to be in a piece, probably with an Oregon sunstone or maybe a fire opal or something like that. But I really like that. And that is what you are going for when one is going out and trying to get the Owyhee blue Jasper. Although we have like a whole hors d'oeuvre section of different possibilities. And so my mind loves the fact that if you've got, any kind of attention deficit, this is going to keep you interested because every time you open a rock, it's like a different flavor. And that has been an absolute incredible blast. Let me get one more that I cut from the blue. All right. Because I've been putting the cabs in bags, and these are all ones from the material that we've been looking at. So landscape Jasper. Just been getting prepared. Like I said, I'm probably going to be like not only making jewelry from a lot of it. See the blue. Meow. That one's a good one. But also, I'll be doing this sale. And so you're going to have your opportunity to get a hand on some of these, some of the blue, potentially in slablet or cabochon form as well. So this is actually probably my favorite blue that I've cut so far. And this reminds me of like some kind of crazy landscape, like a something out of a modern art kind of landscape painting, like Salvador Dali or something like that. I love that so much. It's just wild and the color is really good. I don't know what's going on exactly in this scene. You'd have to use your imagination, but I just and the way that the cabochon, it's quite big. It's like a very hefty, fun size, but the asymmetry of it and everything just is so pleasing to me. And if I'm the one that ends up setting this, which I'm likely to be, I'll probably do like a prong setting so that you can see the way that the landscape wraps around too. I just love that. It's so wild. This is so weird. Look at that. Look at that. What's going on with that? It's like some alien gloopy land that, maybe like took off from that spot there. I don't know. It's so cool though. And oh, Meg Mac is here. Good to see you. Very, very good to see you. Oh my gosh. Getting caught up. Good night, Tara. Thank you for coming. And I'm looking at there's some really good cat stories going on here that I'm missing. Bummer. I love the name Myrrh for a cat. That is a great name. Frankincense and myrrh and whatnot. That would be a great couple of cats to have. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys are very kind. Thank you. Again, the stones have been so fun to work with, and they are so individual. Each one just has such its own character that it's even more delightful to work with them because they tell you what they want, and they are each different. I personally don't love working with something that looks the same every time. Even doing faceting, I would be hard pressed to stick to a stone that, like, okay, we want 20 pieces that are exactly this size and they're this cut and go. And they're all the same. That would probably be some sort of purgatory to me. And so I don't know how you guys feel. How do you feel about that? Um, and thank you about the cab. Yes, the wraparound details, like that would have to be shown in whatever kind of a setting. And love you too, Meg. And believe me, polishing, oh, what a happy place. What an absolute happy place to let's see, how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? I'm gonna do I know what to do. There we go. And now we go there. So those of you out there that do the flat lapping, that do faceting, that do cutting, that do the work on the cab machines, you probably are in that same boat with me. Let me know if you are, where it's such the opportunity to tune everything else out in the whole world. Everything goes away. You can just go into your studio or wherever it is that you do that kind of work. You know, maybe you have a door, so you close the door and you can just immerse your mind and your focus into just this one thing. Oh, wow. I circle of death there for a moment. Maybe that was like the hypnotic effect of this particular monologue. But yeah, you're able to just sort of just go into your headspace and be cabbing or sawing or faceting or whatever it is that you're doing and just let everything else slip away. What great meditation, what great therapy if you've got a lot of things that are bombarding your brain and stressing you out and throttling all of the other creativity that you might have. There's just nothing better than being able to just tune it all out and spend some time on the wheels. And that's, Meg, how we get such a good shine on those rocks. Oh my gosh. And uh Old Scratch says that doing the same stone over and over is the 12th level of hell. We've got the different levels of Dante's hell, I apparently see here. Thank you, Old Scratch. Um, and Eric the Cat says, I often say to people that of all the hobbies I have, the friendliest, nicest people I meet are the rock collectors. This is so true. So, so true. And let's see, more like I just love that you guys are trading the cat stories. I will be catching up with these cat stories when I review. You guys know that we'll have chapters. And so when you want to go and watch a certain time over again, like talking about this or seeing that stone over again, MicrOzone part, whatever it is, each one of these things will have its chapter, the news, and you can go ahead and go straight to it. It'll be the chapter section in the description of the video. And if you feel like that there's something there that a friend of yours would enjoy or something like that, you can share it. And so you can share from that chapter point with a friend and like, hey, just check out this part of this video. And so, oh, I'd love it if you did that on account that totally is a free way for the channel to get some more eyeballs on it and for other people to get welcomed into our rock community because we always love new faces and it helps the channel as far as getting that YouTube algorithm. It's been a strange YouTube these days, and so every bit is really really helpful, like hitting that like button and subscribing if you're not subscribed yet. If you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe on account that then you'll get the notifications, like say when this video for the blue Jasper will come out, where you get to see us off-roading all the way to the site and all that kind of stuff. That's going to be some of the good fun that's coming up. All the things that you guys do are greatly appreciated. And Rigel is the shoulder star in Orion. I just always remember in Star Trek, I think it's Rigel 9, that they it's like a fun planet to go to. I think that's where they go do their R&R, if I'm not mistaken. That's like the Wayback Machine. I think that was first generation, the OG. Um, This is so true. Mox Rocks, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Are you somebody that we already know, or are you new? If you're new, very warm welcome to the Rock family. And yes, we get a good polish because we need to. You totally get it. Right. So true. And so if also another detail, if you guys are not, if somebody out there isn't on the Discord, if you're here and you're watching, you are invited. We have a Discord channel, the Rockhound Roundtable, and you can come on over, share your rocks all week long when we're not hanging out at other people's lives, or this one right here, or checking out the videos. We have a TV guide, so you can tell when Ryan's going to do his premiere, or Arizona Rockhound Expeditions, or that Opal guy, or Ma, or whoever is next on deck. Definitely go out and check Prairie Girl Rocks' Aurora videos, and then also Jeff had a nice drop, and I'm sure that others of you guys had good drops this week too. I need to backtrack and go check some of that out. Hopefully things are going to chill out here, and I'm going to be able to relax and hang out with you guys more. It's been a little long, and it's circling back. And Lisa's not a new member. She's the one that was like telling me to do the membership in the first place. But thank you, Lisa. And here, let me ring the bell for you. That's funny. Seriously, she's the reason why I started the membership thing, and a great channel supporter. Thank you so much, Lisa. Love you. And Soul, thank you too. And let me put that up. Member for 15 months. Thank you so much. And I'll ring the bell for you. Seriously, you guys helped pay some of the gas money on that 4-wheel drive trip out to the claim. Like, oh yeah. And like I said, lights and camera and microphones and earphones and all the good things. Oh dear. Hey, Doug. It's good to see you. And Star Trek Orion Green Slave Girls. Yeah, right? Like every episode. Oh, James T. Kirk. Oh dear. If he's not throwing rocks at some big lizard guy, he's, trying to hit on some green chick. So yes, Aurora video. 2 unboxing videos, and the second one isn't done. That's exciting. Looking forward to that. Thank you. And like I said, Jeff had that like just an array of opals for us to look at. That was some fun. And Romania is here. Good to see you. And hey, it's never too late. You made it. And you can always scrub back, and I'll have the chapters up, and so you'll know what you're scrubbing back to. It usually takes a minute, sometimes a day or two, but like, yeah, we'll get those chapters up so that you can catch up. And thank you for putting up the links, Ma. Very appreciated. I'm also making an Aurora video that may be too much. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. And has Steinkerns been involved? Well, let's do one right now. Not the kind that I find on the beach, but hey, that's coming up. We've got a couple nasty storms. One just came through, and another one is supposed to come, and so it'll be happening soon. And we'll be going down on the beach both with videos, but also I would love to take you guys down for a live. They've improved some of the coverage, so I can actually go down there with you guys live and it won't be all pixelated, or so they say. And so we will see if the days are right. And everybody's doing the cheers and Steinkern. Okay, here we go. It's November. What we used to say when I was training in bicycle racing was you'd always take Offtober and then it was Onvember. And that would put you in race shape for when the season started. Well, it's Onvember, everybody. We are cutting our rocks and polishing our rocks. It's studio time. Going to be doing some Fordham flex shaft hygiene and getting some carving and some other fancy stuff that you can do with that tool done. I'd love to see what you guys have going on, especially with your weird rocks. We're going to start that either channel or thread over there in the Discord. I'll see you at the live streams this weekend over at Kyle's live stream, World of Rockhounds. And always love the video and live drops that come from Arizona Rockhound Expeditions. And it seems like Rockacon has been doing things on Saturdays, and I'm trying to Wisconsin Rockstalker has a live stream. Looks like he's doing Saturday stuff too. I was going to do a Maker's Bunch or some sort of a live from the studio over the course of the week, and boy, howdy. I just was taking the waves on the head. The sets just kept on coming in like that. That cool scene that we had in the those sets. The interval was short, and the sets kept on dumping those waves right on my head. So I'm hoping to get a live of some kind done over this weekend, and hopefully something either in the evening or the daytime sometime next week as well, so that we can all hang out more. But I really, really appreciate you guys, and for all the crazy, I've missed you because I've been wanting to hang out with you way, way more over on the Discord and over here on YouTube. And so thank you so much, Ma and Allison and Lisa and Doug and the Allison with one L and Meg Mac and that Opal guy Don and Brian and Julie, Kid Curry, Soul, and everybody who has come tonight. Lava Bison, and I saw Allison Prairie Girl Rocks was here earlier. Scott, all y'all, Eric, the cat, Patricia, Romania. Even though you're not late, you're just on time. Just have to scrub back and see some stuff. Really appreciate all of you guys. Mom, I really appreciate you, Mom. And I miss you. So we'll all be hanging out more. We're going into that season where we all get to do just that. Meet each other at the different lives and premieres. And hey, and let's be rocking. You too. Have a great night. I will definitely see you around at all of the different lives. And Meg, thank you. It's my pleasure to host the party on Friday nights and get the weekend rolling out in the very best spirit possible. And then we all get to embrace each other at all these different events. It's like, let's keep those parties rolling back to back. James, you too. Thank you so much for being here. I'll drink to that. There we go. Steinkerns. I hope you have some great projects on deck for the weekend. I'm going to send you out with the chili. Oh, Silverback. Oh my gosh. You're not late either. You're just on time to see the end. It's good to see you. I hope you're feeling well and that you're in good health. We're drinking to you and everyone for the health and the good rocks. Awesome. Ryan, I didn't mention Ryan, goodness gracious. And yep, cheers. All y'all. I know I'm forgetting folks, but you know I love you. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and send out with the Ghost Town one more time, and then we should have a little something that's warmer for your eyes and potentially off-road. Hint, hint. So here we go. Again, have a great weekend. Have a rock-filled, fun time, and I'll see you around. Cheers.
Alive, everybody. Are you here? Am I here? Man, we can't hear me. Let's start over again. Are you here? Am I here? Man, we can't hear me. Let's start over again.